Hey up, meodes, it is Rowie here with the first actual video that I've done in 2 weeks now. So yeah, I think it was 2 weeks today was the last actual video that I posted. I have been posting shorts, obviously. I actually posted a short yesterday, which was me dipping some bread in some camembert, which got 2,500 views, which is approximately 25 times the amount of views that most of my videos normally get. So I'm chuffed to bits with that. I might just now post videos of me dipping different breads into different cheeses, which frankly would be a lot more enjoyable for you and for me. But yeah, everything's going well. I've got still down at Neon. Been working. Been pretty busy. Had some nice little events on. I've still been doing the Neon Raptor podcast, obviously. Listen to that where you listen to podcasts from, like Spotify. It's on Spotify, so you can listen to that on there. The new one comes out this week where we will be talking about water. So that'll be an absolute barnstorming episode there. I imagine you're all subscribing to the Neon Raptor podcast now off the back of that. But yeah, I've had a real hankering. I think this is going to be one of the first times that I've put a beer up on here for the second time. I've just had a hankering for a couple of weeks now. I think it's because I know it's coming up to the time of year where it's getting this year's release. I've just had a hankering for Centaur Army. You know, anyone who knows Neon Raptor, anyone who knows their stouts or the sort of UK craft beer scene in general will be familiar with Centaur Army. I mean, even if you're not familiar with Neon, you'll be familiar with Centaur Army. And this is it's a peanut butter, chocolate and caramel imperial stout. It is the second highest rated UK beer on Untapped. So it's got first is technically, it's the two beers of the same score, so it's number one. But I'm not actually sure if this is, is this last year's or is this the year's before? I think this is the year before. When was it? Yeah, this was the years before. Oh, I didn't realise that. That's even better. So this was canned on the 9th of the 12th, 2020. So this is actually a much older can of Centaur Army than I thought it was going to be. But fuck it. Let's get it opened and let's get it bloody slurped, shall we? Because we know it's been out the fridge for about an hour now, so it's gone up. Its temperature's raised up a bit. Let's get it open. I thought like last year. I thought it was like slightly higher ABV last year. Or is it? I'm confused now. It's a can of Neon Raptor, basically. The old Emperor's glass. If you're gonna have Centaur, you may as well get it in an Emperor's glass. Let's see what a couple of years in the can has done. So yeah, canned on 9th of the 12th, 2020. So yeah, so it's nearly 2 years in the can, this one. So it's poured well, to be fair. It looks like Centaur Army. It's got a lovely little sort of a little head there. Ooh, nearly dropped it there. That would have been a shitter, wouldn't it? So let's have a sniff. I tell you what, the caramel's still there, the peanut butter's still there, the chocolate's still there. I tell you what I have been doing in these 2 weeks that I've not been posted. I'm going to put that back down now. I have been watching a lot of other people's beer reviews. Obviously, I watch a lot of Raggy's beer reviews. I've got a lot of time for Raggy. He's a lovely fella. He comes to the tap room quite a lot. He was there on Sunday. I've been watching a lot of the old Growler. I think he's brilliant. He's probably the most wholesome of all the beer tube guys that I've been watching loads. And what I've realised is, they talk about beer, don't they, on their channels? They don't open a beer eventually, like I'm doing right now. They actually open the beer and talk about it. It's weird. Like, they don't just slag off Star Wars all the time or Lego or like dump on nerds and stuff like that. So I'm going to think, like, right now, I've inspired me to try and do this as an actual beer review. I appreciate it's nearly 5 minutes in and I haven't had a slurp yet, but like I said, informative things. I said that it was aged. It's, you know, all in all, I think this is going pretty well. I've probably not turned my mic on, so this will probably be a fucking shambles in some way, shape or form, but don't worry about it. So yeah, head has dissipated, but it still definitely is there now. It's still, the smells are all still there. If you've never had Centaur Army, then, I mean, why are you watching a beer review channel if you've never had Centaur Army? But anyway, let's get it bloody slurped, shall we? Oh, it is. There's just a reason why people love Centaur and why people keep on going back to it and why so many people say it's their favourite beer in the UK. 2 years in the can. The peanut butter's faded. Not like the peanut butter's still there. You get peanut butter at the very end. The chocolate, the caramel, there's vanilla, there's coffee. It's still got a nice sort of thick, oily mouthfeel that just coats your tongue. I'm all for drinking fresh, but I mean, I am lucky in that, because obviously it is obvious that I work for Neon Raptor, but I think I originally got maybe, when this one came out, I probably got about 20 odd cans of it, and I drank the majority of them fresh throughout that December that it came out, but I always put a few down. I had no idea that I had one from that particular batch. But yeah, 2 years in the can. It's everything I remember Neon Raptor. It's everything I remember Centaur Army being. Yeah, it's magnificent. It's absolutely magnificent. There's a reason why it's one of those sort of beers that people look forward to over here. As in, I make no bones about it. One of the beers that I always look forward to is anything by Three Hills. So they've got their Small Steps in Pursuit of Juice range. So it's a pale IPA, double IPA. I wait for them with bated breath. I absolutely love them. And the same as the Keys caramel fudge stout versions. They're all fantastic. I think there are a reason why some of these things become sort of what's what I'm looking for. The reason why they become almost legendary. Do you know what I mean? There's reasons why things do sort of become these legendary beers, and yeah, this is everything that I remember it being. Maybe a little bit mellower than I remember. Obviously, the flavors will have faded, the adjuncts will have faded, but I am lucky enough to have tried the actual base beer that Centaur Army is, and it looks like I'm wanking. I have tried the base beer that Centaur Army is, and this is absolutely magnificent. This is absolutely magic. Well, yeah, that was as close to a real beer review as you're probably going to get. Yeah, thank you very much for everyone who has watched. If you aren't already subscribed, yeah, do that whole like and subscribe thing, because it is much appreciated. And yeah, after my little break, I will be posting a lot more often. I am going to make do on all the promises that I made. There will be more non-alcoholic beers featured on the channel. I've even picked some up from Mash Gang, from Low Tide. I was going to get some big drops, but I have seen them in the supermarket. No, like I always said from day one, there's never going to be any supermarket beers on the channel. No disrespect to supermarket beers, breweries that are in supermarkets, or people who buy supermarket beers. There's already enough people posting about them. I'm just not going to fucking do it. Do you know what I mean? So that's that. But yeah, thank you for watching. Throw us a like and subscribe if you want to, or don't. Do you know what I mean? It's all good. But yeah, thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves. All the best. See you in a bit. Yeah, bye.